Okay, good morning, everybody. We're going to do some yoga. We're on series B this morning. And let's begin our practice by moving our body from side to side. And then we'll come forward and back. And give a little twist. So spine tall, turn your body to the right. And then come through the center and turn your body to the left. Take a few breaths. It's nice to have an open window, some fresh air. I'm going to put mine open. And then releasing the twist. And raise the arms up overhead. And lower down. And we're going to come into a table position. And a little dog stretch and a cat stretch. Inhaling in the dog. Exhaling in the cat. Good. And then you may want to bring your elbows down for a modified downward facing dog. Or if you prefer, just keep your hands under your shoulders and curl your toes under and try to lift your knees up. Get a gentle stretch with the back of the legs. Either way. Okay, good. And the knees come down. And let's bring the body down onto the belly. And before we do the Cobra, let's do a very gentle stretch. The Sphinx, the elbows are underneath the shoulders, hips pressing down, head up. Please remember, the most important thing is to do no harm to yourself. So err on the side of gentleness and caution. Try to breathe throughout the class. Try to focus your attention on what's present. And you may want to turn your head from side to side. Okay. And then Let's perhaps try the Cobra. If you're up to it, bring your hands underneath the shoulders and press the hips down. Engage the back muscles. And breathe. Okay, let's release down and we'll turn on the windshield wipers with the lower legs coming from side to side. And notice what's happening in your low back. And then the feet come down. And let's make our way right into a puppy stretch. Buttocks back, hands forward, stretch the shoulders out. And take a few deep breaths. Okay, let's go ahead and release the stretch. And we'll have the right leg out, left leg in. And just slide the hands down the right leg toward the toes. If you have a yoga tie handy, you may want to put the tie around the sole of your right foot. And we're just gently lengthening the back of the right leg. It's all about the breathing. Deep, slow, steady breath makes all the difference. And release. Let's try the half circle. You can place a fist on the floor, your left fist or your palm. See if it feels safe to come on up. Now, if that doesn't feel right for your left wrist, you can just keep the buttocks down and still get a nice stretch for the right side of your body. So either way, we're just trying to stretch the side of the body. And perhaps also opening the front of the body. Okay, we'll release and reverse, left leg out. Your right foot comes in and bring the torso forward, stretching the back of the left leg now. Increase the stretch by pressing out with your left heel. Slow, conscious breathing. Breath is under your control. Okay, Let's release. And then either bring your elbow down and your left arm near your ear, or your right hand is down and you come up into a half circle. Stretch. Open the left side of your body on your mirror image. So do as I say, not as I do. Okay. And let's release. We'll come right into a frog pose. Coming down onto the elbows. The knees are very wide apart. Try to make a 90-degree angle between your feet and your shins and your thighs. Press your elbows down and forward and bring your tailbone back. Find just the right level of difficulty. Not too much, but also not too easy. We're always trying to find that nice stretch. A place where we make some progress, but we don't risk injury. And the feet come together, bring the knees together. And you have a choice next. You can either come into a supine diamond if you feel comfortable with that. I don't really feel comfortable with this stretch, but if you want, that's where the hands or the elbows are down on the floor. The emphasis is on the stretch in the quads. So I'm going to give an alternative, and that's just to come onto your right elbow and reach back to the top of your left foot. Pressing the foot into the hand and bringing your left knee back is going to create a more gentle stretch in your quads, less risk for the knees. When you're ready, you can reverse if you're taking it one leg at a time. Okay, good. And we'll release. And we'll sit with the legs extended out. And just take a moment in the staff pose with the buttocks pressing down, the heels out, head up, fingers reaching. And then the spinal twist, bending your right leg. Sole of the foot on the floor on the inside or the outside of the extended left leg. Hold onto your knee with your left hand. And bring your right hand all the way around, hand near the base of the spine. And Stomach in, rotate the spine while keeping the spine tall. Press out with your left heel. Do your best to breathe deeply, even though it's not so easy in the twist. As you're ready, you can release the twist. And let's lengthen tall, sitting bones down, crown of the head lifted, fingers reaching. Long spine. And then we come into the twist on the other side. So your right leg is extended out. Sole of your left foot flat on the floor, on the inside or the outside of your extended leg. Hold on to your bent knee with your right hand. Raise your left arm up and coming around. Let your left arm be like a post right next to your straight spine. So your hand is near the base of your spine on the floor. Pull your navel in, twist your belly, your mid and upper spine. We'll hold it for a while. I'm going to be taking 10 breaths. I'll try for 10 deep breaths. You're welcome to join me if you like. When you're ready, release the twist. And again, we lengthen the spine tall. Lower down. And we'll do some standing poses. So the half the moon series. Coming up into standing. And just raise your arms up overhead. Lengthen tall. And then press your left hip out to the side. Now, you can modify this if you want to by bringing your right hand onto your right hip. Get a good stretch. Two more breaths. And then coming up tall and over to the other side. And pull with the left hand. And then coming to center, we're going to arch backwards. You can either keep your arms up overhead, squeeze the buttocks, press the hips forward, or you can have your hands down on your low back and buttocks. Chest open. Always the effort to breathe deeply. Release the backward bend, and we'll come into a forward bend. You can just slide your hands down the legs. Try to bring your belly right up against your upper legs, your elbows behind your knees, your hands on the back of the ankles. The head comes down, the tailbone comes up. We're focusing on lengthening the back of the legs again, but also a very gentle stretch for the spinal muscles. Deep, slow, steady, conscious, active breathing. All right, let's release, and we'll come on up. Right into a mountain pose, feet planted, pressing down with the soles of the feet, strong legs, long spine. And then lower the arms down. And we'll step the feet about hip width apart. Some squats. Bending at the knees, keep the spine nice and tall. Your hands can either stay on your thighs or knees, or you can try to bring your arms up. Soft gaze forward, working the quadricep muscles. And squat number 2, straightening for a moment, and then see if you can lift your heels and come back down. Getting the calf muscles more involved. And straightening, final squat. It's called the awkward pose. The toes turn in toward one another, the knees come together, and coming down again. Okay, and release, arms down. Take a moment to come into a rag doll where you release your head, your torso, your arms. Letting go of the work for just a moment. Okay. And then coming up, we're going to do a balancing pose. We'll do the tree, and then if anybody wants a little more difficult, you could try the standing stick. So just want to make sure you're safe and that you don't fall and hurt yourself. Some people stand near a wall. The weight comes on the right foot and leg. Left foot comes up. Hands together. And you can bring the arms up overhead if you like. And if you want that extra difficulty, you can try extending your left leg back and coming into the standing stick. Okay. Let's release. And we'll shift the weight onto the left foot and leg. Rooted. Your left leg is like a trunk. And then right foot comes into position. You can either bring it on top of your left foot or higher up on the inside of the leg. Don't put much pressure directly on your left knee joint. Hands in front of the chest or arms up overhead. And if you'd like to try the standing stick, then it's extending your right leg back and bringing your torso forward. More difficult. And releasing. And we'll take a few moments for a free flow where you can do whatever you like before we ring the closing bell. So we've completed all of the poses in Series B, but maybe you'd still like to strengthen your core with some abdominal work or turn upside down. But please let your body, the wisdom of your own body, guide you. What does your body need right now for greater equilibrium? This is an important part of the class. We let go of following an external authority. We're trying to access the wisdom of our own body. An authority that's actually always with us, but some of us just don't listen. Body's always giving us its input. Tells us in its own way, I want fresh air, I want food, I need sleep, I need to stretch. We're going to ring the chime and formally end the class, but feel free to continue nurturing yourself with yoga now and listen to your body and nurture yourself throughout this day. May we be useful to our Creator and to those around us. Shalom.
Thank you, Andrew. Have a great day.